So if you're a senior leader and you're delegating tasks to your team and you're still going to chime in over Slack at midnight, you're not delegating, you're babysitting, and you're destroying your business at the same time. Hey, I'm Ryan. I love working with quality humans who want to make a big impact. And if that's you, stick around, hit follow, all the things. I was talking with the senior leader the other day, and he was telling me about this dynamics at his company. His boss would come to him and say things like, hey, it's your world. You're the expert. Run with it. Make the call. And initially, that sounds great. That sounds empowering. And to a certain degree, that's kind of what you want. But then days later, after this delegation would happen, they would get a barrage of late night emails or weekend Slack pings, just micromanaging why things were done or not done or why it's different than what they thought it should have happened. In reality, their boss never communicated this. They never mentioned it, right? So it was just this is all out of the blue. They're just trying to read their imagination. So what happens? Well, the senior leader, they start guessing and questioning everything because now projects actually feel more like Russian roulette and you're just hoping you don't miss some invisible standard nobody's ever said out loud. And here's the crazy part. Leaders do this all the time because they think it saves them time. They think by delegating like this, they're clearing their plate. But in reality, nothing moves forward. You just shove something off onto someone else's plate without actually giving the clarity and expectations of what you're looking for. So then when it comes back, it might feel like it's half baked to you, but then you're stuck right back in the weeds. You didn't actually save yourself time. You doubled the work with 2 people. So that's just productivity. Imagine it slowing down. But now let's talk about morale. So imagine you're a high performer, right? Someone that you've been invested in, you've been recruited, you've been onboarded. Every time you take a swing, you're going to get told it's wrong. And it's not because you lack the skill. It's not because you didn't put an effort or initiative, but because the expectations were never shared with you in the first place. That crushes people. It actually makes your best talent feel like failures for problems they never had the problem to solve because they didn't even know it existed. And when those A players realize that no matter what they do, it's not going to be good enough, they're gone. They're going to take their talent somewhere else. And the kicker is, you know who stays? The B and C players, the ones who don't mind being babysat and the ones who don't mind waiting for your midnight text to tell them what to do. Congrats. You've now built a team that depends entirely on you for everything. And you've also guaranteed that nothing is going to scale outside of your fingertips. So if this is you, here's the solve. Clarity or trust? Pick one. Look, if you want to control the outcome, set the rules up front. Here's the milestone. Here's the budget. Here's the audience. Here's how I'm going to measure success. But if you truly want to delegate, you have to let it go. Hire smart, capable adults and let them run with it. Yep, it's probably going to look different than you do it, and that's totally fine because the work is done by someone else. The ownership of that is theirs. And that's how speed and momentum are built. Because micromanagement doesn't just kill morale, it kills results. And clarity and trust build both. So if you find yourself frustrated that things aren't moving off your plate, if your best people seem to have checked out or ready to leave, it's probably worth looking in the mirror. Because are you actually delegating or are you just babysitting? And look, I'm not here to psychoanalyze anybody, but I do help founders and CEOs build businesses where delegation is real, where trust is built, and where A players thrive. And if you're ready to create that type of team, maybe it's time we talk.